Actions don't speak louder than words to black people. Actions don't speak louder to words than words to black people. Let that sink a little bit. Andrea already rolling the eyes. But just let it marinate a little bit, man. Just think about what it's saying. Action don't speak louder than words to black people. So he's insinuating that black people seem to focus more on the action or on the words and not the action. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this clip. Have anyone seen the interview? Anybody watched it? No? It's foreign. I'm surprised. I think some of y'all lying.
I saw parts of it.
A little bit of it. Just
I've seen a clip, but I didn't see
I've
it.
seen one clip. I haven't gotten a chance to see the whole thing yet.
Okay. So that means everybody's gonna be pretty much quiet on this one, because
I know I heard a lot about it. So
okay.
Well, when you hear Charles and White one time, you already know it's the same shit.
I mean, this was a little bit different, and I'm not getting paid to say it. It was a little bit different, though, man.
I heard a lot more feedback about Cam Newton and a lot of stuff going over his head, but I'm ready to see it.
Okay. Well, nevertheless, we're gonna go ahead and dive into this topic. Hit that like button, family. Here we go.
A conversation,
and that you admitted to you being a moron.
Nah, I'm an oxymoron. I've never done nothing wrong to nobody. See, the thing about this is, you don't hear nobody say I've done wrong to nobody. It's always, well, he said this. See, I thought it was actions speak louder than words. So what I realized is most people are hypocritical. They stuck on words. That's why they ignore most people's actions like celebrities. That's why they ignore R. Kelly actions for so long when he was child molesting. That's why they ignored Jay-Z's action when Foxy Brown came out and said he was putting that horse dick in her in the Source magazine. Remember that interview? You might be too young. Source. Foxy Brown came out and said Jay-Z was fucking her when she was 16. So if we just go, come on now. So that's why action don't speak louder than words to black people. Because if you go to looking at action, you look at Dion can't keep a marriage. He been divorced how many times? This is how many wives he done had, 3 or 4? So we are following a man who can't how many times? That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Known for sleeping with multiple women throughout his life. Whoremongering man. Maybe that's why God took his toe. Turf toe motherfucker.
Okay.
So that's all I'm saying. So this is a man who done abused multiple women. Pilar has so much to say about it. Go get the divorce papers. Abusive. Come on now. I was paying attention because I lived in Dallas at the time, so it was big talk in Dallas. And we ain't gonna talk about when he was in Atlanta fronting the dope niggas down here when he was playing for the Atlanta Falcons. All that's documentation. All this documentation.
Speculations.
Okay, well, we'll say speculation, but there's no speculations on Charleston White. It's just what he says. It's just conversation. So when you look at Charleston White, you see he's a father, a husband, a community activist, a youth advocate. You ain't got nothing on me.
Ex-husband, coon.
You ain't got nothing on me.
Snitch.
You ain't got no paperwork.
Talk down on black people.
No paperwork. No paperwork. It ain't no paperwork on me. You got to have paperwork on the snitch.
All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Action don't speak louder than words to black people. Action don't speak louder. Yeah, action don't speak louder than words to black people. I'm gonna go ahead and go to you first, Sweeney. What are your thoughts about that, man?
This nigga said that's why God took his toe. You know what? I actually talked about this not too long ago. And I was talking about how it's crazy how we can see abuse take happen right in front of us, right before our eyes, and we don't bat an eye. And the moment somebody says something happened, then everybody ears and stuff perk up. For example, let's just use P. Diddy as an example, allegedly. It took somebody, Cassie, coming out 10 years later to talk about what he did, and it took the world by storm, right? But we've known that Diddy's been a menace for how long now? Y'all couldn't tell when he was treating his band members the way he was treating them? Doing them, making them do unnecessary, ungodly level types of things, having them walking in the dead of winter, you know what I mean? Weaponizing their careers against them. He was always an abusive person. But when it was in camera, we was all laughing. It was all fun and games. Another example, when we look at Teyana Taylor, we looked at that when we seen how Teyana Taylor was talking to, what is it, Iman Shumpert? How she was talking to him on the video, nobody bats an eye. But now all of a sudden, we say, oh, she says he's toxic behind camera, and all of a sudden we supposed to believe it. Now everybody's ears is perking up. Oh, maybe he is abusive. Maybe he is toxic. Maybe he is a narcissist. Well, that wasn't what we saw. What we saw was her and her daughter disrespecting him live on camera. But that's just TV though. Another example, I guarantee you, if none of that shit happened with Krishan Rock and Blueface in front of a camera, then we'll all care about it a whole lot more. But because they doing it in front of a camera, it's all good in the hood. Nobody talks about the level of abuse that's going on between them two because it's happening in front of the camera and it's all entertainment. R. Kelly took somebody coming out and just talking about what he did, but when he did it on camera and we all knew that was R. Kelly, nobody said anything.
Folks was watching it,
sharing the video. Hey, check this out. Nobody said anything. We knew that was a 60. We knew that was a minor on that video. We knew it was R. Kelly on that video. But 10, 15 years later, when somebody says something, now all of a sudden we all, oh my God, I can't believe. And I know we reaching back and there's a lot of people that says, oh, well, that was a different generation and we're not tolerating it today. But I'm sorry, you can use Krishan and Blueface as a prime example. You can use a lot of reality shows where we can see, I don't care what nobody says, that may be made for TV, but some of those people are really acting that way on those TV shows. They really do behave that way. And when the stories come out behind it and people actually come out and say, yeah, that person was a narcissist. That person was abusive. Yeah, we knew because we saw it on that reality show when y'all were talking shit. But everybody was cool with it when it was happening then. Anytime we actually see somebody doing wrong, nobody says anything. The moment somebody says somebody does something wrong, now we got to believe them. Now we got something to talk about. Another example. Young Jeezy and Jeannie Mai. We heard, she said it right in front of our faces. I got an attitude. I don't know how to act. I got to tame it. Sometimes you got to have a little black meat on the side. We saw it live and direct.
What?
Nobody cares. Now all of a sudden, when Jeezy divorces her, and then he comes out and now everybody's ears is perking up. She comes out and says, "Oh, he cheated on me." Now everybody wants to believe her. I knew it was something. No, we just heard her tell the whole world that she's verbally abused, that she can act ignorant, that she can get out her body, that she can be disrespectful. We just heard her say it. Another example. When you look at the whole Keke Palmer situation, we can see somebody literally be disrespectful to somebody live and in person. Nobody cares. But when something happened behind closed doors, now all of a sudden our ears perk up and we're like, oh yeah, man, yeah, he was doing this. Oh, she wasn't that. She just told us in her book that she got a mouth on her that she put hands on me in. But now it was beyond the realm of possibility that she might have put paws on him because she came out with her story first. Every time we can see somebody do something, nobody cares. We can see somebody admit to something.
I don't care.
Nobody cares. But if it comes out but you know what it is? Black folks love conspiracy theories.